Okay, so if you're the type of person that shoots a lot of videos in Apple ProRes or just generally a lot of 4K high resolution content, especially using your iPhone, then chances are you're going to run out of iPhone storage very quickly. So that's where it's very important to get an SSD for your iPhone. And that's what I'm going to showcase today, because I have a brand new one, which I think is going to be perfect for any iPhone content creator. Let's take a look. This is the Aiffro P30. This is a 3-in-1 portable SSD, which comes in two models, the 1TB and the 2TB. I have links to both of these with the latest pricing information in the description down below, so make sure to check that out. This does have a fast data transfer speed of up to 1000 megabytes per second. Let's take a look at the design. So look how small, compact and thin this design is. This is probably the tiniest SSD for your iPhone that you can find online, and there's plenty of these on Amazon if you do have a check, but the 3-in-1 is what really stands out. So of course, the first one is that this is a 1TB SSD, but also this has a power input there as well. So you can charge your phone whilst using this as well. And lastly, which I think is a great touch, this also has a mic input. So if you want to attach a USB-C microphone, and especially when you're shooting content with your iPhone, additionally you get a rubber sleeve to put onto the SSD as well. This is just to prevent it overheating and warming up the back of your iPhone as well. So it's quite important, because I would not recommend using this for lengthy periods of time because it does overheat. And especially if you use this outdoors in sunlight, try to avoid using this for extended hours. And to make this sit flush at the back of your iPhone, you have this little adapter here. So let me go ahead and showcase how this works. You connect that to your port, and there you have, it's not obstructed, it's very tiny, and it's out of the way. So a lot of the SSDs that you do find online, they just basically come out from the side here, and it's not ideal, but this is a very convenient way just to keep it a little bit more organized at the back of your phone. So let's go ahead and show you the two ways of how you can start utilizing this when you are shooting your videos. Now, if you want to record with the default camera app, this will only work with Apple ProRes videos. So to enable that, when you go to settings, go to camera, formats, and at the bottom, just make sure you toggle on Apple ProRes. Now, when you open up the camera app and go to video mode, turn on the ProRes option, you'll see at the bottom, it says USB-C. Now, everything that you record with Apple ProRes will be stored into the SSD right here. However, if you don't record Apple ProRes and you just want to record with the normal video mode, with your 4K content, or just take photos and have all of that stored on the SSD, then you will require to use a third-party camera app. So you have things like Blackmagic, you have the Final Cut Pro camera app, then you also have something that I use, which is the Moment Pro app. So from here, I can go ahead and switch to video mode. And now for me to store all my videos and photos onto the SSD, I'll just go into settings, and there's an option here which says save media to. If I select this, I can switch over to the Aiffro P30. You can see it gives me the total usage of the storage as well, which I think is quite nice, and it stores directly into a files folder on the SSD. So now that's a very convenient way for me to use both 4K content to store on the SSD and Apple ProRes videos. And just to show you the power charging directly via this SSD, connect that, and you can see it's now starting to charge. So let me just go ahead and show you an example whilst using this with a microphone attached to the SSD. So you can see now I've got my Hollyland microphone just attached there, which is the USB-C one. The microphone is attached here. I'm going to be using my Moment camera app to then store just general videos that I'm recording with the app. So you can see it is connected, everything looks great. I'm going to go ahead and hit record, and then I'll show you how I can transfer it to my MacBook very easily by connecting the SSD directly onto my laptop. So I'll start recording now. So this is a test video that's being recorded directly onto the Aiffro P30 SSD, which I think is absolutely great. It's tiny, it's not obstructive in any way, and this is going to be very important if you never want to run out of iPhone storage again. So let's go ahead and showcase how it looks when I transfer it via my MacBook. And it's as simple as that. Everything is now set up. This is the perfect creation for content creators. So I'm going to connect it with my MacBook, and the last thing I want to show you is how quickly I can transfer that over onto my local storage. Okay, so you can actually use this as an external SSD for your files on your laptop as well. You don't necessarily need to always use it with your iPhone. So let me connect this to the USB-C port there. So now we'll take a look. I'm opening up Finder, and you'll see Aiffro P30. It will show up as an external SSD drive just on the left here. So when you click this, you can see that's the one video that I've just taken. If I just quickly open that, and there you go, you can see and showcase how it looks when I transfer it via my MacBook. I can now very quickly and easily just transfer this over to my local folders. So now what I think is the biggest benefit of this is having this SSD for my whole content creative workflow, being able to record videos and transfer it to my laptop very quickly without having the need to do things like AirPlay or upload it to my Dropbox and then download it from my MacBook. It just becomes a very quick and convenient factor when you are shooting video. So there we have it. It's as simple as that. A must-have accessory for every iPhone filmmaker. If you are shooting a lot of videos, whether it's high resolution or Apple ProRes, make sure to check out this SSD. You won't be disappointed. One of the best things about it is that I can very easily just continue using my microphone attached to the SSD so that I don't lose access to the only port on the iPhone. So that is why the 3-in-1 SSD by Aiffro, the P30, is a very good value for money product. So the 1TB version comes roughly around £134. The 2TB version is around £213, give or take a few. So make sure to check the links in the description. Now, if you like this video and you find this product very useful, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.